had gone to a private school and had the same at grade 8 or maybe even at grade 7, the person in the public school would have been considered for their first choice ahead of you.
Ahead of you.
You know, I don't know what the emotions, the motives, I beg your pardon, were at the time. So there are serious problems. Even now, there are boys who have been placed in girls' schools, and there are people from Northern region who have been placed as day students in Accra. How does it make sense? So I think this was to solve. I wonder how they even did it before the computerized placement system.
So what they used to do is, I think they
all go to a center.
No, the headmistresses would go and pick. So if all the first choices will come to the school, when they are done selecting or picking, and then the rest to go to the second choice, something like that.
Yeah, so there were a lot of...
I think it was a bit structured, and you didn't get all of these
But
issues.
with that, there was a lot of room for human error, right? So the computerized placement system was to address that. But we are still seeing, we are paying so much money for whatever system, but we are still encountering these issues. But in part, it's also parents and guardians who are trying to cut corners. They do not see the WhatsApp.
Wants their child to go to a grade A school. So then my question is, can't the other schools, grade C, D, E, or whatever category the other schools are in, also scale up to become grade B, grade A schools,
but,
grade C schools?
You know, there'll always be that classification. But
yeah,
I mean,
everybody wants to go. I went to St. Louis. I went to Accra. I went to Achimota.
We are not grade A. We are A+.
Yeah, what?
A plus.
Oh, please.
But that being said, I think contentment is really, you know, the way forward here. See, go to the school. You get to, you know, so please, if you are there and you don't really have a legitimate reason to be there and you are just adding to the numbers, I don't think you're helping situations. You know, so it's important to drum home that message. Yeah, I don't know if you have any other story for us. So that's all time will allow us for our news review segment. We'll now delve into the spirit realm. We have an amazing team who are ready to take us to a different level, as we do every Sunday on Sunday breakfast, right from our news review segment. We take you into a time of worship, into a time of praises, because we believe that it is what is right for the Sunday morning, right? Not all the time you have to come and talk. Sometimes you have to let the music, you know, take over. But you know, you remember the last time when we had it's important I mentioned this, the Northern Fair. I've been prompted that, you know, we need to rehash it because it's happening on the 25th
and
26th
of
October. So right after that, we'll delve into it a bit more because so much is happening there. So many products will be on display. What is happening again at Tamale Sports Stadium?
Yes.
It's 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day.
On those days, yeah.
And so food packaging, services, NGOs, crafts, textiles, and apparel, fast-moving consumer goods, and more. You know, and it's being sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hustle, GEPA, and the Ghana Enterprises Agencies. You know, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about you. You spoke a lot about it.
Yeah. How's the lobbying going? Are you going?
I don't see. It has fallen
It has fallen into water.
You know, it's not even funny anymore. But, you know,
keep trying.
God is a miracle working.
I'm telling you.
You know,
He's in a miracle working business. He can change the situation for you. Can touch lives.
So me there in my mind and in my heart, I'm going to the Northern region for the Northern Business Fair. You know, I don't know about you, but it'll be good if you could join me.
Enjoy. Enjoy. I'll be here. We'll be here cheering you on.
All right, so I think it's now time to delve into a time of worship, a time of praise, and we have an amazing team to do exactly that for us. They'll take over now. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I think you deserve a round of applause. You know, listening to you minister together with a team, you know, with your trumpet, you know, the hymns rendition, you know, I think that had because you ministered one of my favorite hymns, Tissot Street to Trust in Jesus. You know, I think it was written by Louisa, you know, Stead, and that really spoke to me. You know, how, again, your ministry appears different. Of course, we've seen some people within the space of gospel music, Christian music, who minister like you do. But for a young person, I've not come across someone who is just interested in blowing the trumpet and, you know, using it as a means of worship. How did this all start for you?
Amazing. So it started in class 4 when I was in
class 4.
Yes, sir.
Hey. Wow.
Yes, please. So I was part of a band, brass band, but I was not doing Christian music. Played for political parties.
Oh, okay.
MPP, NDC, just for the money as at then.
So you were going on campaign with them?
Yes.
How do you solo coup? You were just following them?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes. But then as we grew, we encountered Jesus. Wow. So the focus had to
shifted.
Yes.
From solo coup to ministry. Amazing. Wow. So you've been doing this since you were very young?
Yes, please.
Wow. So Osofo Adama, is it the Osofo? Is it because it is what you do, or it is your stage name, as we would usually say?
Amazingly, the Osofo was given to me by my entertainment master.
Really?
Back in SHS.
What school were you in?
Fancy School.
Oh, in Fancy School. Yeah. You know, it's an Anglican school, right?
No, Methodist.
Methodist. You are known for some of these really strong hymns.
Yes.
You know, I like the school motto, Jensha Kai. Very amazing. So you got a name in school.
Yes.
Were you part of a Christian? I know Joyful was big in the Fancy Pim.
Yes.
Is it still big?
Yes, it's still big. I was in Joyful Way.
You were in Joyful Way?
Back on campus.
Wow. Yes. Wow, in the Fancy Pim.
Yes, please.
So that's where the skills all came together.
Yeah, but amazingly, like in Joyful, I was not playing the trumpet, but I was in the regimental band.
Oh, okay.
The cadet band.
School?
Yes, in school. Yes, and then I was in the SU, so SU praise team, Scripture Union.
Yeah.
That's where the trumpets and then.
When did you decide to put together this? And by the way, this is an amazing band, right? So I think we should put our hands together for that.
Yes.
When did you decide to say, okay, I need to now get these guys together and now take it to a different level?
So SHS 1.
Okay.
Yes, some of them in Fanspim.
Was just there's some problem, but we'll discuss that later. Some small problem, but that's fine. Yeah.
Yes. So we're doing it in school.
Okay.
So we just had, so it was zeal then.
Yeah.
Yes. Not more of like a calling.
Yeah. Passion.
Just
pure passion.
Yes. So it was after school that we saw that there was a call.
There was potential.
Yes, please.
I heard you minister hymns. I heard you minister other songs. I think Nathaniel Bassey. Yes, do you have your own projects out?
Yes, please. I think we have about 5 singles that are already in the space.
Wow,
yes,
5 singles.
Yes.
How are they going?
For a budding ministry, is a bit difficult in terms of promotion and all that, but God has been helping.
God has been good.
Yes, please.
So the challenge is promotion.
Yes.
How's the feedback been like when you put out the music? What do your friends, what do your community, what do your church, what's like the kind of feedback you get from your music?
It's been positive. We started this like professionally 2 years ago. This year is the second year.
Yeah, then
like professionally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So you have your singles out, what are the titles?
We have I Won't Stop Praying. We have Holy Ghost. We have I Need You More. We have Rest. Yes. And then is it Men Ought to Pray.
Men Ought to Pray.
Yes.
I won't stop praying. Men ought to pray. You give me the prayer vibes. You have been campaigning,
yes,
breaking, binding,
yes,
losing. It's important for a young ministry. You need, the bedrock ought to be prayer. Even Jesus said that men ought to pray without ceasing. Right? It's very important. See, I'm so impressed with the ministry. Where can we find your music, right? So if there's somebody watching and they've fallen in love with your style, and they want to jump onto Osofos music, where can they find your music?
So we can find Osofo Adame's music on all digital platforms. Wherever you can stream music, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Audiomack, everywhere. YouTube.
You're also very big there.
Yes, yeah.
Amazing.
Yes,
God bless you so much for this. It's not easy bringing together a team and also accepting the call. Many people have been called by Charlie. They are doing other things. So I'm so proud of this, and I hope and I wish you all the best.
Okay,
I know you have more music for us, so I don't want you to talk plenty. Just enter us or take us into another realm.
Yes, please.
Amazing.
Yes, thank you. Wherever you are, if you can hear the sound of our voices, you just want to bless the Lord. Just want to bless him. Who is like you, Lord, in all the earth? Matchless love and beauty, endless worth. Nothing in this world could satisfy me. Jesus, you're the cup that won't run dry. Who is like you, Lord, in all the earth? Matchless love and beauty, endless worth. Nothing in this world could satisfy me. Jesus, you're the cup that will run dry. Treasure of my heart and of my soul. In my weakness, you are merciful. My God. Redeemer of my past and present walk. Holder of my future day. Sing home.
Love the Premier League? Your DSTV premium subscription could get you there in real life, Charlie. Stay connected for your chance to watch the Premier League live. Man U versus Man City at Old Trafford or Arsenal versus Man U in London. Stay connected to score with DSTV Premium. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This week on the Upside Down Show, Frema Idunyame and Nana Tufo-Boateng welcomed the Palestinian ambassador to Ghana, His Excellency Abdel Fattah Ahmed Khalil Al-Satari, for a heartfelt and insightful conversation. He takes us back to his childhood and opens up about the pain and resilience of his people back home.
My mother teach us to have high dignity. Don't ask anyone to help you. Don't ask anyone to give you something, you know. You should stand on your legs. Don't allow to anyone to broken you or broken your family.
How do you feel in the night when you think about your family back home?
Gaza, the people suffering too much. What's happening in Gaza now, something different. This is the first time in the history. There is no light in Gaza from the 7th of October to now. There is no light.
How many years now?
Close to 2 years.
Close to 2 years.
Yes,
wow.
There is no light.
Amid the challenges, he's still keeping hope alive, as he also reveals his favorite Ghanaian dish and much more.
What's your favorite Ghanaian food?
Fufu.
And what?
Only fufu, I eat the fufu.
Like
I
soup?
like it.
Which of the soups?
I eat the fufu only.
Make a date with us this Sunday on the Upside Down Show at 7 p.m. prompt, only on Channel 1 TV.
This October, Northern Ghana takes center stage. Get ready for the Northern Business Fair 2025, the ultimate one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana in the Savannah, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West regions. From hand-woven smocks and intricate crafts to modern manufacturing, innovative packaging of made-in-Ghana products, and thriving homegrown businesses, it's a vibrant celebration of talent, innovation, and authenticity. Brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 CDFM, it's the biggest trade fair showcasing Kenyan SMEs, startups, research bodies, and indigenous brands making waves across the nation. It's happening on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of October 2025 at the Tamale Sports Stadium. The time is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Want to exhibit? Call 0205-973-973 today and book your space. Don't just hear about it, see it, experience it, and live it. The Northern Business Fair, your market, your connections, your growth. The Northern Business Fair 2025 is powered by Channel One TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hustle, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, and the Ghana Export Promotion Authority. It's time to promote volunteerism, active citizenship, and patriotism in Ghanaian society,
where we shine the spotlight on the unsung heroes among us.
Today, we're not just launching a program, we're igniting a revolution of skills, dreams, and hope.
On Volunteers TV, we highlight and celebrate people and groups that are great examples to us all.
Every single region in Ghana, we're doing something.
Good.
So no one's being left behind.
Over 800 kids that come to school, so having an extra classroom, extra resources will be really, really beneficial.
If you're a volunteer, you're actually serving because you are giving up your time and resources for nothing in return.
Volunteers TV, Sunday at 6:30 p.m. only on Channel One TV.
You're welcome back to Sunday Breakfast on Channel One TV. What a powerful, powerful performance. We were all dancing here in the studio, but the show goes on. We're talking to Dr. Annie Gazy, and we're continuing our conversation from last week where we spoke about domestic violence, October being the month for domestic violence awareness. So again, if you're triggered in any way, do go to the nearest hospital. There are psychologists at your beck and call that you can go and speak to. Also, you can send in those questions, those concerns to the WhatsApp number 0204-447-033, 0204-447-033. Alternatively, you can go on our social media platforms with the hashtag Sunday Breakfast, and we'll definitely read your messages for you here and ask Dr. Annie Gazy for you. Dr. Annie Gazy is a clinical hypnotherapist and addictive behavior specialist with a psychology background, and we're continuing our conversation on domestic violence. Dr. Annie, good morning. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to my favorite person and also to Jude. My favorite persons.
Oh, yeah.
She said persons.
Yeah.
Jude is about to go on a different tangent.
I knew that, so I had to change my wording.
I backtracked.
I hope you're well, Dr. Annie.
I'm very well.
We can't wait to have you in the studio with us. Yes, it's good to see you as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's interesting because I think people tracked me on social media and were asking me questions about domestic violence.
Oh, wow.
The emotional side and then financial.
Wow.
It's interesting that subject really kind of, I think, hit people. So it's good. It's good. It's a good conversation.
Yeah.
That keep going. Yeah.
This week, we also know the president is in China with the First Lady and the Minister for Children, Women and Social Protection for a women conference. And I'm sure issues around protection for women, issues around how to deal with, concerns on domestic violence and all of that will come up. So I think it's timely that we have some of these conversations to, attune our minds to some of these lingering issues that have been around for a long time, but, have had very little attention from duty bearers. But last week was a really insightful conversation, and I'm hoping you're able to bring us a lot more of these insights going forward. I just want you to do a quick recap for us, for those who missed last week's conversation. When we say domestic violence, the different forms it rears its ugly head, and how we can safeguard against it. Then we come in with other angles we have for you today.
Of course. I mean, like you rightly said, last week was quite impactful. And we talked about what domestic violence is about. And I think that I said last week that the name speaks for itself. as in domestic violence or domestic abuse. So anything that is domestic, so involving family members. So it could be spouses, the children in the family. So, and it can come in different forms. It can come in the form of verbal abuse, like loads of insults, very horrible things being said. It can come in the form of physical, as in hitting, pushing, all sorts, using all sorts of weapons to hit people or to cause bodily harm. And it can come in the form of emotional or mental, psychological, loads of insults like coercion, using people's power, the fact that maybe somebody is more, and it's very, very common, more of men to women than it is women to men, as we are all aware. I realized that, or reading about it, I think Ghana, we've got very high domestic violence, what should you call statistics, 1 in 3, which is unbelievably very, very high, with the dominance of male abusing female. And also we have the financial side, which is where maybe one person earn more. Let's say in our traditional, now it's changed a lot, but the men used to go out and work and they provide for their wives or their spouses. So what tends to happen is they use that power of the fact that economically, so it's the economic abuse or financial abuse that I'm earning, you do what I say, or I won't give you, or I won't provide for you and the children. There's also the other financial side of the woman maybe earning more. And if you want me to stay in this marriage or this relationship, then you've got to give me this or you've got to give me that. So taking, and depriving the person of having a joint account or something that really suppresses the partner from getting what I don't know whether to say rightfully theirs, but let me put it that way. So lots of manipulation, lots of emotional stuff, lots of physical abuse, and that you can have one or the other, or sometimes you find it that all come to play. You see, a home where physical is going on, verbal is going on, emotional is going on, and sometimes, sorry, I forgot, sexual abuse as well, and the impact on children. And also you can see siblings abusing each other. So you can see an older sibling abusing a younger sibling, or a male sibling abusing a female sibling. Could be sexual, also physical, or whatever. And what has come to play now is something that was hidden for years. And I still have clients in Ghana. People say, oh, maybe you have it in a different country like UK or whatever. I have actually clients in Ghana who were abused, male boys who were abused in their home by maybe a father or a stepfather, or, that kind of thing that nobody knew about. And it's impacted them in their marriage whilst they're like now older, and now they've realized that actually they are still going through that trauma. So because of that, they are struggling with their marriages, or they're struggling with somebody touching them, or they become violent or abusive themselves because of what happened to them in childhood.
Dr. Annie, in your years of practice, who are the most abused between men, women, children?
Women are the most, but that is what is reported. Women are. I think for children, what it is more the witness of the abuse, because they see parents or the older people in their home. Should I say their support network or support system? So it could be mom and dad or stepdad, stepmom, whatever, doing that. But what they don't realize is the impact on the children as well. And sometimes even the mothers end up abusing their children in the form of neglect, because that's been added to the domestic abuse, neglected their children or physically assaulting them because they themselves have lost who they are as a person. So any little opportunity, and they've lost their power, they've lost everything. And sometimes they are not even aware that because of what is happening to them at home is also impacting on their relationship with their children or how they treat their own children. And also that what was really common is house help. And that was once upon a time. It's just like the husband beat me, I end up beating my house help. Not that they want to, but that's where they feel that's the little power they've got. So they end up really abusing whoever the support in the home. So it could be the house help or the gardener or whatever. They're very abusive. But what was common was actually with the house help as well.
What are the main barriers that prevent victims of domestic abuse from leaving? From saying, I've had enough, I'm done.
Yeah, that's a very, very good question. it's to do with, first of all, people think that abuse starts. I think that we answered one of the questions, or attempted to answer one last week, about the fact that the signs are there, sometimes even before the relationship or the marriage start. You know, little signs about you can't do this, you can't do that. So maybe, oh, do you know what, now we've got children, you can't work, you have to stop work because I earn enough for us. So gradually the person, the victim, let me just in this scenario say the woman, loses their confidence, their self-esteem, that without my husband I can't do anything. And I've seen that several times. Sometimes you're talking to people and you can see right through that they feel that they can't do anything without the person, you know, the perpetrator. So gradually with that, they're isolated as well. One of the things about domestic abuse is if you're in a relationship and you see that suddenly you used to almost every week or every other day or whatever, talk to your mom, talk to your sister. I'm not saying overdo it, but then you had that relationship. You had like a friendship group where maybe once a week, apart from your spouse, you meet and go out, or you meet in church, or you do something, a social event. And gradually you feel like, you know what, I'm not interested anymore. Or your partner keeps saying that, do you really have to do this? Do you really have to do that? Is this necessary? Now you've got me, you have to start looking at this. I'll say that's what Amber likes, that something is not right here. Or whatever you tell them about you, they are not interested. So they get to the point, sorry, I know I'm drifting off, but I just wanted to make a point.
Ahead.
So they get to a point where they lose themselves.
Yeah.
So leaving that relationship, they start feeling guilty that, oh, you know, I've been with this man who has supported me financially till now. Am I now going to leave him? I've been with this person, he's bought me a home. You know, we have children together. Or all these years we haven't been able to have children, and then I'm just leaving him. You know, so people start feeling that guilt feeling of, rather I'm the one. Maybe if I hadn't done ABC, he wouldn't hit me. You only hit somebody when they do something wrong. So why would somebody I love so much hit me or dislike me? There's something wrong with me. Remember, maybe I don't dress properly like others. Maybe I don't speak like other people, other women or other men. I don't do things right. So when you get to that point, it's very difficult for you to walk out. I know people will say, why didn't you just get out of this? You lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, and also the stigma around living marriages is getting better in our community now, where women or victims are standing up for themselves and say, I'm not taking this. I'm also educated, or I've got career, I can do something for myself. But, you know, it's just about saying, people get to the point where they feel, if I live here now, I've sacrificed maybe 15 years, 10 years, 30 years of my life to this marriage. I'm living with nothing. Where am I even going to start? Maybe all my mates, my friends, am I going back to my parents' house? The stigma of the family saying that I'm divorced or I don't have anybody, I'm going to be very lonely, I won't have anyone with me. So all these questions, you know, people live with them and say, well, if I don't tell anybody and I live here, people think everything is all right. What would even the church think of me? You know, so all of these factors make it very difficult. I've actually been invited to a church before, where not as a guest speaker to attend the church, and that was years ago when I was very young. And what really hit me, that I told my friends that I'm not coming here anymore, was people didn't realize that they had a place where nursing mothers sat, these people, and what happened was, women, actually you think that men would do that. Women were saying to women, and my husband did this, and my husband, oh my God, people who are not married, you know, so all these things make it difficult for victims to come out, because even where you think that you're safe, and I'm saying this because I'm a Christian myself, places where you think I go and it's safe, even that place, there's that stigma of you're not married. So maybe there's something wrong with you or whatever. So people just think, you know what, let me just stay in this because I don't want people to think that I'm divorced or I've come out of my marriage or, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Dr. Annie, I wanted to find out from you the role of social institutions, right? You mentioned the church, the institutions, our schools, and even some government or even civil society organization, right? What are the role of these institutions in safeguarding women and children and the most vulnerable from instances of domestic violence?
I think we all, as a society, as community, we all have a role to play as a nation or as adults We all have a role to play. Role to play, and I've always said, that we have lots of bullying in our high schools. We have lots of different forms of abuse in our house, because I attended high school in Ghana, and I say it out loud. I don't care. I say that I felt bullied. I felt maybe it was just me. I didn't like the environment of certain people feeling they have the power to. And I saw it as well, things that we just say, oh, I'm trying to get you to be strong. It's not right. And these are some of the things that should be taught. It should be part of our, let's say, Sunday service in our high schools, in our schools, in our churches. Once upon a time, I raised this and people said, oh, no. In our church or in this place, we don't do this. We don't do that because as a Christian, but you see, as a Christian, you have to educate people. The awareness needs to be there because people are broken. Most of these perpetrators, most of them are broken themselves. They come from abused homes, or they didn't have that role model or anybody. Because there are times that I've actually worked with people who have abused other people, and they said, you know what? And I've seen men actually break down in my clinic, where they said, you know what, these things you're telling me or making me aware of, and I've had their spouses or their children sit in front of them and tell them that this is what is happening. And they've cried and they said, you know what, in my home, my dad used to hit my mother all the time. My dad used to do ABC. So for me, I never knew I was doing anything wrong. So we have a responsibility, like we need to have programs where people, we have programs for victims, but perpetrators also need programs. Personally, I even have platforms where I have men on like a WhatsApp group or on Facebook and all that, where they can actually talk and communicate. And I put information, educational information and that there to state that sometimes people are not aware, because I always come from that angle of, instead of always looking at it as people are wicked, people are ABC, also let's look at our fixing, rehabilitation. Maybe because I've worked in the prison for years as well. We look at offenders, even some people who have murdered others. You sit them down and you realize the problem came right from childhood.
Yeah.
Parental neglect, society neglect, everything. And that person didn't learn anything and thought that in order to be accepted, in order to feel like I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm this, I'm that, I'm strong, not being able to show their emotions, running anger management and that. So society has got a big part to play.
Interesting.
And one of the part that is being played is what you and Eno are doing this morning. People
very
are learning
this. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's come to what our laws can also do to rectify this. Like you said, a big part of it has got to do with reforms, correctional centers, and all of that. But the role of the law, right? Thankfully, we have quite a number of, advocates within the space who are pushing for this. Even the current deputy chief of staff, Nana Oye Bampo Ado, she's been, quite a bulwark in the space in recent years. Will you say it's time to review legislation around domestic violence cases, instances of what the punishment should be, to deter other people? Would you say we need to relook the law?
What I'll say, honestly, I have to hold my hands up and say that I haven't really read so much into the domestic violence laws or legislation in Ghana. I know we've got DOVSU and we've got so many stuff going on, but it's important to always re-look at things and look at legislation and see, is it working? Is it doing what it needs to do? Are we identifying areas that are more prominent than others? What else needs to be done? What is it? Why is it that people are not coming forward to report? And preventative measures as well. I think for me, prevention is something that we're not doing a lot about, and education as well. So maybe that's what we need to look at. We need to look at our various institutions, like you rightly mentioned, so our schools and our religious bodies and everywhere where we have gatherings, community groups, associations, and all of that. What else can we do? And I know that like where I've lived in UK almost all my life, so I can use, for example, GPs need to look out, like doctors. You go to your doctor and you're talking, because I have a daughter, and it angered me one time years ago, like, and then when I take her to the hospital, the first thing is your daughter on social service list? Is she this? Is that? I'm like, how dare you? But they were actually doing the right thing. You know, over the years, you realize that, because you're asking to see, is this injury or is this sickness stemming out of the child being abused at home or witnessing something? Has your child suffered depression? So they have some standard questions that they ask. Like, you know, so at school, is this child too quiet? A child who was doing very well, struggling, a child sleeping in the classroom. So these are some of the standard things that I think maybe that's what I'll say we need to look at. I haven't seen the document in Ghana. That's why I don't want to.
You know, I was asking because there have been concerns around delaying prosecution. There have been concerns around, you know, weak legal processes, and even with Dovsu that you mentioned, right? You know, there are fears that they have significant funding challenges, right? For each reason, they become a weak agency to tackle issues around violence and the victims involved. I don't know, but do you feel like we need to have a conversation around their role, its mandate? Because in the past, we knew it to be WAJU, right? So women and juvenile, I think, supports, you know, something. Then later, it was replaced to Dovsu, you know. But still, it seems as though it still doesn't have...
Can I interrupt you?
Please
because
go ahead.
I want us to really talk about this. So I don't want you to tell me the time is up, but thank you for raising this. I'll use this to say about a program that I run in Ghana for girls who have been abused. You know, at the moment we're running into hundreds, and it's in Accra. And like you rightly said, you know, there are all these services you're talking about, but there are times that I have to, not times, several times, I fund these people with my money. I've had girls who've been raped at home at the age of 12, having babies.
With your own money?
I will take you and Eno to go and visit. Yes. And this service has been running for about 6 or 7 years. And what I do is I bring clothing, everything, toys, health stuff from UK to support these girls. And I hold my hands up. And now some of these babies are in kindergarten. And we have a coordinator running, and it's still running as we're speaking now. I've managed to get some to go into teaching assistant and that, because they now hit their early 20s. So these services need to be reviewed, because most of the time it's happening. And people call me all the time. People text me all the time. And I have one in Accra and then one in Central Region. And we're talking many girls. And what we do is we also go to schools. The coordinator goes to schools and talk to teachers about, you know, educating boys about how to use condom, how to look after themselves. But the sad thing is we have older men. There was a 12-year-old who was raped by a 72-year-old man, and she had a baby. You know, so these things are going on. So I get very passionate when we talk about domestic abuse. And you know what? We can have a whole series on it, and I'm happy to talk about it because it is real. Because I actually have an NGO in Ghana that is looking after these girls.
What are the major constraints? What are the major constraints, right?
There are no major services, or like you rightly said, who is reaching out to these people? You know, and I'm happy to say I'm not a politician or anything, but an MP actually wanted to use that for their campaign, you know, just visiting the project once. And my coordinator said yes, because all she wanted was to take photos that she was with the girls. And I banned them. I said, I don't want to see anybody there who is not there genuinely to support these girls, because they've already gone through trauma.
Yeah.
You know, arrange psychological sessions. We arrange all sorts of sessions for them, and they're doing well. I don't want anybody to use it, you know, as their meal ticket or whatever, just because it takes a box for them because they visited once or something, or brought some milk or whatever. And Jude, and you know me, I'm not afraid of anything. I am saying we need to look at our systems. You know, if I have to die supporting these systems, I'm happy to do that. Right. And you know, once a time comes, I would like you all to take me to the deputy person you're talking about women and children, and I'll talk about it, because it is going on, and children are being abused in very, very violent homes. Children are all sorts happening, mental health so bad. And these children, if they are lucky to grow to that age, they become broken adults, broken men, broken women, and we have a broken system. The trauma in Ghana is very high because we are not addressing it. And I'm sorry, my voice is dropping because when I talk about it, I get very emotional about the fact that we need to step up. We need to step up when it comes to domestic abuse because it is real. And we can just talk about it, verbalize it, and just walk away and not do much and just tick a box. But children are dying and adults are broken. And this is a subject that when I talk about, I'm very passionate about it because you, me, and other people, you see us walking around, the majority of us are broken because some parent or a home didn't get it right. A parent didn't get it right, but there was nobody to make it right.
Dr. Annie, thank you so much for your relentless advocacy and for helping in this really important conversation. You know, clearly we could see your passion with which you talk about these issues. We are sure duty bearers are following and the right thing will be done. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's all time will allow us for the part 2 conversation. I know you could sense the I don't want to say anger, you know, but frustration, and rightly so, because I was trying to dig up the act that set up DOPSU, and I've been trying to dig up some information around their operations. You could clearly tell that it's almost like
it's a non-existent thing.
You know, it's
the
like
last thing people think of.
Yeah, we can't be bothered, and you know, there are concerns around the fact that they don't even have vehicles to work with. Their offices are just empty. So it tells you how low we've sunk with issues around domestic violence. And this is supposed to be like the principal, you know, agency or unit for these things.
Maybe we can invite the domestic violence unit of the police service to come, you know, have a conversation with us.
They need to come one of these days, you know. And in
how
the past,
being funded
in the past, we had very strong voices in the space doing the advocacy, right? So I mentioned, I know Bampuado should later become gender minister. Like, they did a lot of work. But for some reason, if I talk about it now, I struggle. I want to believe there are people in the space. Maybe I just don't know them, you know. But that's also a problem because then it seems
you're not doing enough.
We are not hearing about them. Maybe they are doing it, but we are not hearing about them. But in some of these things, you need to be seen also because it helps in the bigger picture of, you know, bringing awareness and all of that. So it's difficult. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
All right. From our correspondent today, we're going to the Western region where our Bureau Chief, Akwesi Ejay Enim, brings us that story where the Sekondi market collapsed and the regional minister and traders are calling for a new market.
Yes, of course, but traders here within the Sekondi market, for this old market to be redeveloped into a modern and a safe market, authorities have sat down over the years for the market to now get to a point where it is collapsing and hurting traders over here. This structure you see behind me is part of some of the structures over here that came down, collapsing on traders over here, hurting some of them. I have some of the market traders to tell me what exactly they witnessed on the day of it collapsing.
I was here last Monday afternoon. Then I saw some crack in the structure of this building. So I called some guy there to come and testify so that he can go and tell the elders people in this market to come and see so that they can do something about it. So as soon as I closed my store going, then I heard that the market has collapsed. But I think there is one old lady standing inside there. Yeah. So
what happened? Was she hurt?
Yeah, I think she's at the hospital now.
These are some of the debris here at the collapsed Sekondi market, and I'm told the close to 60-year-old woman who was actually caught up in the collapse and has today passed on because of the collapse of the market was somewhere here when the incident happened. And a look around, it's a clear case of a structure which for years has not seen much redevelopment and for which traders over here are calling for this whole market to actually be redeveloped into a modern market.
Sunday no catch him so ba see. Odi na me be see asint. Monday no odi na me sint. Odi ye na me ye. Na patini juye. O bonus. Some guy who I say often John. I don't know pedia. Only free inside door. Now I know call hospital. Do I know call hospital and tenda e buy no. Na information say we. Na say ya kuma da say oba be ye go na me. Say na Tuesday eba market ni baby aunt now. Say na tintin I say he na she batana say he baby aunt na biem. Nti ewim so sia do. Nti me ye hwe mfa wo. Nti ne dan say oba be market ya no oda me. Yen say de yen say yem. Ogoya na ye didim. Nti pate wa ma ya amanya ye ntumi ambabra. Ye ze kaw awoda ye tua. Ogoya na ye botua. Ye edwuma ye tua kaw. Nti ya de sada anyi. Oma ye manyan. Pate ye bi. Sisi wa me enyi pakurewu. Ye ma me kol we wu ogwem. Blanda ye bagom ye baby mpa yantina. Aka follow me ne ye. Egoya na ye didi gate no so wa atom. Wo mwe me ye wo so wo mwe me ye baby yantina. Nti ye sro ma mpanyi. Ye nsa de ye nsa yem. Ye nsa de ye nsa yem. Omogbo egwe me ye. No one see go me ye. Ye kuma da bisa da ye bisa ne.
As you can see, several of the traders who were actually plying their trade under the shed are now stranded over here, and they are pleading that authorities will soon find a need to actually come and fix this portion of the market for them. The MP for Second D is here.
Honorable Ato Forson, to have mercy on Second D, especially our market women, our mothers. They've suffered for 32 years. We've had MPP ruling in Second D for 28 years, and still they should look at the state of our market. They should have mercy. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we are crying for mercy. We are crying for compassion. Show compassion on us. For Second D is crying out loud for your mercies.
The MP also outlined interim steps he intends to take as they await the central government full redevelopment of the market.
Fortunately, I spoke to the MC and the engineer, and we all agreed that we have to clear the debris and then see that we can put up a temporary structure for them so that they can get on with their trade.
Meanwhile, the Second D Takoradi Metropolitan Assembly says it is working with engineers to assess the full extent of damage caused by the collapse.
For a very long time, the Second D market has been on the radar of the assembly. We've been talking to a lot of investors who can come and assist us to modernize the whole market. And talks have gone very far.
For Channel 1 TV News, I'm Akwesi Jenim, Second D.
That was a very passionate appeal from the MP of the area, and he's joining us to continue this discussion on the Second D market's collapse. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Ama. Hello.
Hello.
Happy Sunday, sir. Good morning. How are you doing? Honorable Blaine Ama.
Oh yes. It's cool running. It's cool running.
It's cool running, yeah. Except it's not the cool running for people in the Second D market, and I'm sure your passionate appeal will reach the right authorities. But how long has this market or this edifice been weak? And I'm sure it was brought to your attention.
Yes. First of all, greetings to your crew members and your management and production team. And then greetings to the market women in Second D. We extend our apologies and then condolences to the one that passed away, the family. And then greetings to the people of Second D, and greetings to my MC and the regional minister and the NADMO team as well. Before we move on, what I want you to know is this market was established in 1920. And since 1920, this market has never seen any renovation or rebuilding, redevelopment effort anywhere. I was born in Sekondi and I grew up in Sekondi 50 years ago. And since all my years in Sekondi, I've never seen any effort done, to make this market very healthy and then, structurally healthy as well. So we haven't seen any major renovations carried out in the market since its construction in 1920.
I mean, hello, Honorable Blay. For residents
yes.
there, this has been a major concern in the build-up to the 2024 election, and they were hoping that, with the coming of your government, they were going to see major reforms and redevelopment. 9 months on, they've not seen anything, and now we've seen parts of it collapse. What are your assurances? We saw that you were kneeling, begging the president, pleading with the vice president to come to their aid. But what other plans have you put in place to temporarily, relieve the traders of the burden they have to deal with regards to the state of the markets?
Yes, thank you very much. I know your questions. Your question is in two parts. So what I want to do is break them into two and then give you a vivid answer. It is true. This market has been in contention in every election since 1992. Since 1992, 96, 98, 2000, all the elections that have gone on since the birth of democracy in the Fourth Republic. But none of the government elected have ever or had made any effort to reconstruct or renovate the market. It was true, it was in contention in the last election because Ejepo Mensah always claimed that it has been in the budget and then money will come until he was voted out of office. Fortunately for us, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama came on a platform in Sekondi and promised us he's going to reconstruct this market. The government of the NDC, and therefore His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is only 9 months old. We had our budget, first budget in March, April, when Parliament was rising. And then we had a review in July when Parliament was rising up again. The year is almost ended. My prayer and my plea to the President and then the Finance Minister is to get them to notice and the plight of Sekondi market so that they could, not that they are going to put it in the budget. There are a few investors that have come around so that they could engage them. The engagement is ongoing, but they could hasten or fast track that process so that as early as next year, monies or investors could touch the market for us.
In the build-up,
that was why
in the build-up to the 2024 election, did you have a plan for the market?
Yes, that was what I was saying, that we had a dialogue. The president came around before the manifesto was drawn up. So the government and the president then, being the candidate, sought views, what each constituency needed. And our market is what I expressed to him. And that is why he came on the platform and then promised that he was going to, invest in the reconstruction of the Sekondi market. For that one, he is going to do it. But you see, one thing we have to remember is, it is one cake that all the 270-something constituencies are fighting for. So if you don't appeal to the government passionately for them to take notice of your plight and the plight of your people, the attention will be shifted somewhere else.
But Honorable, you mentioned to us that when the president came to your constituency, he promised to fix the market for you. Now, the question is, 9 months into this government, what has been the level of commitment? You know, we've not heard anything from government. We've not seen it also in the budget, and traders are still complaining. Is it fair to say government has ignored its earlier promise of dealing with the state of the market? Because clearly now, you know, we've been proven right, because now we've seen that it's completely, you know, collapsed, killing one person. You know, so it's a precarious situation. Now my concern is 9 months into government, what has been the level of commitment? What shows that the president and your government is committed to renovating the space?
To be candid with you, or to be honest with you, I had a verbal promise from the finance minister about 2-3 months ago. But the issue here now is, for me being the MP for the people of Sekondi, or the leader of Sekondi, to make sure that the plight of the people is in the public domain, so that it will prompt the president and the finance minister about the hazardous nature of our market and the healthy nature of our market. And that is why I did, and that is what I did, and I don't regret that at all. You understand? I don't regret that at all. As much as I've had the verbal promise from the Prime Minister, the finance minister.
Interesting. Let's come back to what you are doing. An earlier question I asked around what you are doing to temporarily lessen the burden for traders. I'm sure you've told the press, you've seen that. What are you doing in your capacity?
You know, the MC now is a big brother of mine. I've known him for quite a long time, and I was very, very happy and excited when he was named the MCE. I had a conversation with him the moment the structure went down, and then he promised me of his support. And this thing is gone off. Sorry. He promised me of his support. So we've drawn a plan of either reconstructing the shed temporarily for the traders to be able to carry on their duties until the government comes to our aid next year. I know next year there will be, I just don't want, you see, my issue is I just don't want the market to be in the budget. Being in the budget is of no use to me. What is of use to me is money released. Investors agreed upon that this day, this June, this July, they are coming to start engagement and then release funds for resettlement, preparation of the grounds. That is what is of concern to me. Putting it in the budget is not of a concern to me.
So when do you expect?
Ejapa Mensah had it in the budget for 8 years.
Yeah, Ejapa Mensah is not
nothing happened.
Ejapa Mensah is not a member of parliament again, so that's fine.
No, what I'm saying is,
your point is well made. My concern again is, so when will the debris, you know, of the destroyed shelter be cleared, so that at least for the affected traders they can still get a space to go back and sell until the redevelopment is done?
Oh, this debris was supposed to be cleared on Tuesday or Wednesday, but you know that the accident actually killed someone. A person died.
Yeah.
And the police and all that have to be informed about it and all that. It's not because there has to be an investigation to establish, you know,
the cause of death.
Interesting. You know,
have you visited the family of
who should be held responsible for that and all that?
Interesting.
So it is not just clearing the debris. It's
an investigation site.
Yes.
Have you visited the family of the? Have you visited the family of the person who tragically passed?
No, not yet, because the SCMA and myself have to come into agreement on a suitable day to visit the family.
Yeah, but Honorable, it's been days. It's been days.
Yes, of course. Yes.
So, but are you minded to
still? Of course, that is what I say. No, the woman actually didn't die instantly.
Right.
You know, she got injured and was taken to the hospital and then passed away on Wednesday.
Yeah,
so
but
that was
in the
Wednesday
interim,
that we were told that.
In the interim, the market women say they are now trading under the sun. And you can't move them from there because traders from the Takoradi market circle are also in the road. What is the assurances to the traders? What are you telling them? Because they also have to sell in order to live, so that it won't affect their livelihood.
This is the issue that I've been talking about this market for quite a long time. And fortunately, it's still the NDC that is in government, and it's the prerogative of the STMA to make sure that they make proper provisions for this market women. So the MC and his coordinating director are the main people that are responsible for all these things. As for me being the MP, I will have to engage the MC, the STMA, to make sure that proper facilities are made for them to carry on their trade. And that is what I am doing. And I am assured by the MCE that Monday they will start making proper provisions for them.
Interesting.
You know.
Honorable, we'll kindly beg of you to just hang on for a moment. We want to just briefly engage one of the traders who've been deeply affected by this. They will come back for your concluding remark on this really troubling situation. But thank you so much and for joining us. You have on the line
Felicia Ansah. She's the secretary of the Sekondi Market Women Association.
Madam Ansah, good morning and welcome to Sunday Breakfast. You understand you now have to resort to selling under the scorching sun due to the nature of the market. How is this affecting your business? Me person me bisa there. Senior markets na YSCC no. Saying na you help us there.
Yeah. Many other person who say muni baby teno. Say na see affecting my business. Saying.
Mupocho madam madasi. Motuni day Friday no. Yehwe na yidi Indiana no nyi fin sheet ni hina agu nchan. Na yema wo clear bibia ho ya papo ya bibia. Na sisi am waka inde hina nyu da hina MP no do. Oil ama bri. Na hina MP no so oyo obi a osia oje. Inti ya kare ye botu transfer no. Na wa bohwa with temporal structure of amehen. Ama nkofune tu atena na we tu mu atano wazi atechan na sisi ewie wo ho insusu wo ho. Wo ntum ntena ho mo no medabala. Inti MPZ ya friend sisi a obaji han ko. Ma ye betebia so nyana nkasa ye wogum ho no queen mothers together with our opinion leaders ninya. Ye nyim da MP lawyer Amabri your friend says see our Bajian. It says the only thing that you return ya from all weekend in Tinyan Sang come. Ye will be an order you can send the EV.
Madam, our line is to say, catcher and catcher and say, now,
or show you. Honorable.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good running.
I am cool running.
It be so.
Honorable.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't a crane, yes, some be more or call my mini few are bazy. What's another no, I asked some you who that saw you and crown on Yanqua. Now, if you crab bear not see my no in cause never crow. Ma'am, Yanina Casse, also, mammy, was an aqua in Tibet. What's a movie in it? Nti yanyi SDM director bisiano yanyi kasani hu de ade no ye tikasam to ma woman no 1000 ne raba na kwai nta after that no na nkofo na yanyi wana kasai no zinu wo be We to BBI, ya park in the unknown chance, near ya pro fine. If you can't day, me, and I can't day, your town. Na yezi amenzini ya yezabo na
madam asa inti me sure say honorable yemre inti me sure say honorable ate asem na okan na obe hwese obe aye aboawo but yes yenya ntie say mu edwedifo na mo wo sa brono no so no mu di honi efi mu di oni hwese efi a ewo ho senya musi ye nema wo ho no so eno so emmoa emma market no entumi ignane na so enti wo ye peni wo sa edwa kro ho no ehu hia se utumi no nkrofo kasa se ombetumi aye omunema ye kakra are you minded to ensure that your fellow traders in the market work to keep the place clean, they take proper care of the market now and when it's later renovated?
Mopo choma dasi. Yeah, you want to cancel that, but it seems today ebinum o muhunu suti. Ebi po asam na ekete no po ronka so no sawa hope. Even at all daily ticket no po no once the 50 pesos. Obi for the whole week in Bono Chedi. Eka no sawa hope. This is any dunya any MP na la onyi mayeti onyi mogwanu muti ya nyine maame wo ho ansana maame ne rebeshi ho na nkasa so oya afobini ya na onye no ho onyi mye no gwanu moti igwanu wo see more than 100 years so he say your committee estimate can be aye kan especially po eya you pictures yezoko nenso wanka mo hwi ne mominya na MP wa ba this time onu ni yana jinkwa onu se ye ka oye nso na ye chan de sisi ombra na ombra mo hwe na ye mbo temporary structure na ye nyi won nto na ase na na aso mo hobi na ye nyi dom no ye nyi won nkasa ama we tumwe grado.
Madam Felicia Ansa, Secretary of the Secondary Market Women Association, Yadawa CP. Let's stay on the phone lines and speak to Frederick Festinus Feidu. And Honorable Nyame, please hold on for us. We really want to pick your final thoughts. Let's quickly speak to Frederick Festinus Feidu. He's Mayor of Sekondi Takoradi. Thank you for joining us on Sunday Breakfast.
Thank you, and good morning to all your viewers and my very good friend, Honorable Amable Kurani, the Member of Parliament for Sekondi.
Right. So, Honorable was telling us that in order for the debris to be removed, it would be after the investigations. How far with those investigations between your outfit, the fire service, the police, and whichever stakeholder is involved in that?
Thank you very much. You see, this issue of Sekondi market has been a problem for a very long time, as the Honorable MP has been talking about. It's been in a very bad shape all these years. And the government had planned that after the Takoradi market, they were coming to rebuild the Sekondi market. And as the Assembly, we have also been talking with other partners, investment partners, to consider reconstructing it on PPP arrangement. But it was on last Saturday during the sanitation day when I got to the market that I saw a shed which is used by women who sell smoked fish. It's an open shed. It's just wooden structures with a roofing sheet. It was in a very bad shape. So the next Monday, when we go to work, I asked the Works Department to go and dismantle the shed. Unfortunately, when they went, it was Monday. I was informed later on that the woman pleaded with them to give them the next day, which was Tuesday. Tuesday is the usual market day for Sekondi. So they just hung red and white tape all around the market and left. Unfortunately, they did not inform me about this development. I would have asked them to go back and dismantle it. And lo and behold, in the evening, the structure itself collapsed. But we were so fortunate because of the tape that was hung around the place. The women, nobody was under the shed. I'm told that one old lady wanted to rest. Even though they cautioned her not to go, she decided straight to go. And she's the one who got injured. I'm informed that she's been transferred to Cape Coast Hospital and she's undergoing treatment. After that, I sent my waste department. They have removed all the debris, they packed them, and we plan constructing a temporary shed in place of that until we are able to rebuild the whole market. That's our plan so far.
Interesting. Mayor, are you saying that the woman is not dead and she's at the Cape Coast Hospital receiving treatment? Can you confirm that?
That is my information. In fact, as soon as it happened, I asked the Metro disaster director to follow up. She was initially taken to the nearby Naval-based clinic. And then later on, I was informed that she's been transferred to Cape Coast. So we are planning to visit the family and give them any assistance that we can. I'm in close contact with my Member of Parliament, Honorable Amable, who has been so helpful and concerned about this development.
Right. Honorable, let's stay on the PPP that you mentioned. There's a story here on 3 News that the Assembly secured a South African investor some time back to rebuild the market. Do you have any information about that as to why that did not follow through?
Well, if that was the case, it might have been in the previous administration. But when I took office about 4 months ago, a few partners have expressed interest. They've come around, we've gone with them to inspect the whole place. But you know, an investor is always looking for profit. Right. So they want to do some feasibility studies and so on and so forth. But we are very confident that of all those who have expressed interest in rebuilding the place, obviously one day we'll get a willing partner to come and build the place for us.
How soon will the Takoradi market development be completed so that the Sekondi market's reconstruction will commence?
Had it not been for the IMF and its the conditionalities, Takoradi market circle had been completed over 2 years ago. Because the whole project was for 2 years, and the funds had been arranged and was certain to be used. And then we went to IMF, and then we had to put a hold to the development. But thank God they are back. They are back to site, and they've started putting the finishing touches. I've visited the place several times. The structure aspect is finished. It's now left with the brickworks. So if all things go well, I pray that before the middle of next year. In fact, when they came back, they told me that if they should get all their materials ready, it will take them only 6 months to complete it. Right. And that is what we are looking up to.
Interesting. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Mayor. Would hopefully be following these issues closely, and we'll be hoping that you could get us some answers for us. Mr. Honorable Blay, if you are still on the line, clearly the facts as you have it may not be entirely accurate. Are you minded to go back to revise and get to the grounds on what the real issues are with regards to whether or not the person passed or was injured?
Because what happened is we were on the ground when we were informed that the woman had passed away. So I think the market woman, the Queen Mother, and the secretary that spoke were mindful of the fact that they had to visit the family and find out the truth. And they are yet to brief me as at Friday that we left the market. So now that I've gotten the accurate information, I have to follow up on Monday at Interbetten to see the health of the victim. And secondly, regarding the PPP, like I said, the SCMA have engaged a few. I have also engaged a few, some Chinese, others to UAE from UAE. But it's the same question of profitability, and viability. So that is why we are still stuck at the negotiation table. But I am hopeful that the government will step in and get us some money to do that on the government terms, rather than we getting the PPP.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. I'm grateful that I could, spend this morning with us talking about the work you are doing for your constituents, and particularly on this really important subject of the destroyed markets or parts of the secondary market.
Very much, and I am hoping that we all will put in the effort and then try to bring to the attention of the whole Ghana about the plight of the secondary market, which is over 100 years old and never seen any renovation or rebuilding from successive governments.
Interesting.
I have more confidence in Ato Forson and His Excellency JDM to get this thing done from next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, sir. So you heard the Honorable Blay Nyameche Aka-Ama, who is a Member of Parliament for Secondary, speaking to us about the state of the secondary market. Initial reports to the media suggested one person had died, but I've been told that it's actually one person who was severely injured and is responding to treatment. So we'll follow up on the issue and bring you the updates as and when they come. We'll take a quick break. When we are back, there's our nutrition segment and that's sports. Don't go away.
Yo, Green, you no go job. You look unhappy and seem to be in pain.
I have this long-standing well at my anus and it keeps coming and going. I feel sick and so uncomfortable, bro.
Have you taken into consideration going to the hospital?
I've been to several hospitals and they keep telling me the same thing. They said it's anal fistula. I have to undergo a surgery. I'm scared I might not be able to hold my stool if I do this surgery.
Wait, have you considered seeing a proctologist?
Which one is that? What do we have proctologists in Ghana here?
Bro, we have a lot of them. They are being trained every time.
Where can I?
Charlie.
An anal fistula is an abnormal tract which connects the inner parts of the anus to the skin around the anus. As long as this tract persists, there will be a recurring boil around the anus. A proctologist is the one credited with excellent outcomes of surgery of anal fistula. Laser and ligature anal fistula surgeries are the modern methods with very low recurrent rates.
Visit Mwintaba Hospital and Coloproctology Center today or call us. Mwintaba Hospital, First Ghana Colorectal Center, in to serve a peculiar health need.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come.
It's on SuperSport all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial *759#. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
This October, Northern Ghana takes center stage. Get ready for the Northern Business Fair 2025, the ultimate one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana in the Savannah, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West regions. From hand-woven smocks and intricate crafts to modern manufacturing, innovative packaging of made-in-Ghana products, and thriving homegrown businesses, it's a vibrant celebration of talent, innovation, and authenticity. Brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 CDFM, it's the biggest trade fair showcasing Kenyan SMEs, startups, research bodies, and indigenous brands making waves across the nation. It's happening on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of October 2025 at the Tamale Sports Stadium. The time is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Want to exhibit? Call 0205-973-973 today and book your space. Don't just hear about it, see it, experience it, and live it. The Northern Business Fair, your market, your connections, your growth. The Northern Business Fair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 CDFM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hustle, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, and the Ghana Export Promotion Authority. In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensah.
From social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensah.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel 1 TV and let's grow together.
This week on the Upside Down Show, Frema Edunyame and Nana Tufo-Boateng welcomed the Palestinian ambassador to Ghana, His Excellency Abdel Fattah Ahmed Khalil al-Satari, for a heartfelt and insightful conversation. He takes us back to his childhood and opens up about the pain and resilience of his people back home.
My mother teach us to have high dignity. Don't ask anyone to help you. Don't ask anyone to give you something, you know. You should stand on your legs. Don't allow to anyone to broken you or broken your family.
How do you feel in the night when you think about your family back home?
Gaza, the people suffering too much. What's happening in Gaza now, something different. This is the first time in the history. There is no light in Gaza from the 7th of October to now. There is no light.
How many years now?
Close to 2 years.
Close to 2 years.
Yes,
wow.
There is no light.
Amid the challenges, he's still keeping hope alive, as he also reveals his favorite Ghanaian dish and much more.
What's your favorite Ghanaian food?
Fufu.
And what?
Only fufu, I eat the fufu.
Light
I
soup?
like it.
Which of the soups?
I eat the fufu only.
Make a date with us this Sunday on the Upside Down Show at 7 p.m. prompt, only on Channel 1 TV.
You're welcome back to Sunday Breakfast right here on Channel 1 TV. We're going into our nutrition segment and we're talking about secrets to a healthier you, benefits of healthy eggs. And our usual suspect, Efua Deswa Nsianomanyo, a registered dietitian with Deswa Diets and Medical Catering, joins us for this very important discussion. And it's been years. Last time I saw you, you were having a class at the Business Olympics.
Oh, okay,
Yes, I saw you briefly. I'm like, if I enter this class, how are you doing? And how was the class at the Business Olympics?
Oh, the class was good. The consultation period was also good. In fact, we had to close the door at a point to stop people from entry. And that was after 6.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was impactful. Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice to know. So today we're talking about eggs, and as usual, Anna has brought us samples. But why is eggs such an important discussion? I mean, every day we hear something different. Too many eggs can do this. not enough eggs can do this. So why are eggs such an important discussion?
So for the past 29 years, WHO decided to celebrate egg, draw attention to egg on a set day. So 10th October, that was last Friday, was World Egg Day.
Yes, I think the Greater Accra Poultry Farmers celebrated it at a particular school in Dansumani,
yes. Yes. So we draw attention to the fact that egg is not, eating an egg is not unhealthy. Egg is not unhealthy. Egg is not as bad as we make it look. So it is important to eat an egg a day. Egg is a powerhouse of nutrients. But unfortunately, a lot of people are running away from it because there is a perception that it gives high blood cholesterol. It raises the LDL. So people ignore egg. They reject egg even when it is served because of health issues. So today we are talking about egg, encouraging everyone to take an egg a day because the nutrients in it cannot be met by other foods. You see, God in his own way make some foods very, very high in nutrients, and egg is one of them. Egg is nutrient dense.
What kind of nutrients?
So there is choline for brain development, okay, and even nerve health. We have that in egg. We have vitamins A, D, E in egg. We have folate in egg. We have some antioxidants in eggs that also supports eye health. Okay, for muscle development, the high quality protein in egg supports muscle repair and muscle health. Okay, that's why our neighbors who enjoy building their muscles would always want to take egg. Sometimes they take it the wrong way. Taking fresh egg in Ghana is not good. In fact, it's so unhealthy.
Yeah.
Okay. So for a child, an egg a day is very good. It helps you meet even about half your protein needs for the child in just a single egg. So if you can't afford the other protein sources and you give the child an egg a day, that is from year 1, you give the child an egg a day, you are well assured that you've given the child at least half, depending on the weight of the child anyway. So you've given the child a high quality protein, okay, for the day. For a pregnant woman, because egg is good, useful in development, okay, has even a good folate. It's very good for the pregnant woman as well. Egg supports immune system development or protection, okay? So if you want to boost your immune system, egg is very good. On Friday, there was this noise about libido and egg. Okay, that also supports it as well.
The men, have you heard?
Yes. And then even for your hair, you know, egg is so good for your skin.
I've seen people crack eggs and put it on their hair with other things. It's good.
Even for your skin, okay? Just eating an egg a day will support your immune system to work efficiently, that your whole body gets a bit of the benefits from egg. So it makes it crucial not to reject egg, but to eat egg, yeah.
Does it matter how many eggs you eat?
It really matters. That is what
Because I keep hearing you say an egg a day, egg a day. But here's the situation where when you get kosiane meko, you can't eat one.
Okay, so if you don't have any underlying health issue, the maximum is 2. You can do 3 if you remove the 3rd yolk.
Oh, okay. But it's the yolk that's nice.
Yes, you see, the yolk is very dense. Okay, so it is important not to eat too much of that. Everything in moderation will help you stay within the good limits so that you don't go overboard to face the restrictions in the, But if you have an underlying health issue, like if you have cholesterol already, you don't have to say, I have high cholesterol, so I don't have to take an egg. An egg a day is okay. The other, if you want more, then you will have to remove one yolk from the 2.
Okay.
Okay, so that you can enjoy. If you have a renal issue, kidney issue, and your phosphorus level is high already, then you have to remove the yolk. Okay, so you will not take any yolk at all. But sometimes in renal management, you realize that you have low phosphorus and even you have low potassium. That's one you can take your yolk. So it makes it very important as a renal patient to be checking or to be going for your lab test every month so that you know what to restrict and what not to restrict. And then for a child, after 1 year, an egg a day is enough, okay? So if we are staying within the minimum, then we will say an egg a day. If you want a fried egg, the fried egg here is 2, okay? Then you take 2. If you want it as a meal, so you want to enjoy your egg whites, then the 3rd egg should be
without the yolk.
Yes, so that will be an egg white. 2 eggs a day, 2 whole eggs a day is enough for. So I met a patient on Friday who is a bodybuilder, and he tells me he takes 17 eggs. That one is a no-no, okay? That one you turn out and say egg is a bad food. But it is not the egg, it is how
and then you're
you
saying
use
that
it.
the people who fry chibum 3, 4, na ye mia pan on so no. It's wrong?
It's wrong in the sense that, you see, egg in itself is a good meal. Okay? It's very nutritious. It's very healthy. But the way we fry it makes it unhealthy. So when you say, sometimes you have a patient who said, before I had high cholesterol, I used to take eggs every day, and so the doctor told me not to take the eggs. How were you taking your egg? If you were taking more than 2 a day, or if you were frying it and you will brown it, this is my
I like it brown.
When you like it brown, egg has a property for the heart, okay? It has cardio protection.
Right.
Okay. But if you fry it for it to be brown, you have destroyed it. The egg is no longer healthy. The oil you used for the frying is also no longer healthy because you have burnt the oil. And you know, for cardio health, the protein, the type of protein and the type of oil you use is very important. So those of us who like browning our eggs, we are destroying the eggs. And you know, if you do chibum, because you want the inside to cook well, you will press it back and front and squeeze the juice out. By so doing, you are browning it and you are burning the oil. So that is what makes chibum so unhealthy. Okay? If you have your vegetables, this one has vegetables. These vegetables, when we fry our eggs and we have this amount of vegetable in there, you see, yes, so I brown the side. And this is not very brown.
Slightly.
Slightly.
So what vegetables are inside?
I have bell pepper. I have tomatoes. I have onions. Okay. Even when you see this small browning, it's not good. It's unhealthy. Okay. Next time I will bring.
And you know, some people also like their eggs runny. So they'll say, do you want it well done or whatever, in cooking terms. And sometimes it'll come and then the yolk is runny. Is that healthy?
Yeah, that is not so healthy, especially here. Okay, when you have a salmonella-free egg that is often outside. It has the label. It has been, the birds have been nurtured to ensure free bacteria.
Okay.
That one is very expensive and that one is acceptable. But for here, please fry your egg. Make sure normally when you heat the oil and you drop your egg and vegetables and you turn off, if the oil is hot, you turn off you turn off the fire and cover the egg.
Okay.
The heat will cook it. The heat in the pan will cook it.
Okay. So you don't have to turn it?
So later you turn it.
Okay.
There is heat already. It will not brown. It will cook. It will settle. It will not be runny. It's very healthy. It's very tasty.
How much oil are we talking about?
So 1 tablespoonful. So I always say, because extra virgin olive oil is very good, very nutritious, and it's good for the heart and the immune system as well. When frying your egg, if you don't have olive oil in your house for anything, use olive oil for your eggs.
Okay.
Okay. It's not expensive as compared to good health. So someone will say, I'm talking about foreign foods. You know, when you talk about health, you bring all the healthy stuff together. So there should be extra virgin olive oil in your house. 1 tablespoon is enough. Don't use more than 1 tablespoon.
Okay.
So if you have 1 tablespoon, it is good. If your doctor has not told you, or if your dietitian hasn't told you not to use oil, don't stick to boiled egg, because the oil for frying is good. Some people, for health reasons, will choose boiled eggs all the time and are afraid of oil. So if you are using the right amount, fried egg is very good. And if you have a lot of vegetables, if you are afraid of burning it, so you don't want to use a lot in the egg itself, then have scanty vegetables like what I have here, but eat it with vegetables.
Okay, again.
Okay. So that your breakfast, for instance, can be fried eggs with your vegetables, and that is a meal.
What about toast or bread?
That's okay if you have just a slice. It's
a
okay.
slice is not enough.
If you are eating it with a lot of vegetables and let's say an apple or half, depending on your health condition. If you're a diabetic, we'll go for half an apple. If you don't have any health condition, a good amount of vegetables with your eggs and an apple or banana and a slice, you'll be full. Egg has the property to also increase satiety. You know, it makes you full, you feel full. So those of us who want to lose weight, adding an egg to your meal is very important. It is difficult to add any source of protein to your breakfast because we are all in a hurry. But an egg is so easier. So at least having an egg every morning is very, very important. It is better to have an egg with your Hausa cocoa and your granite and stuff than having just granite and Hausa cocoa. Your food is not balanced. An egg with your beverage, your tea, as we call it, in our bread, is okay. It is better than having just tea and bread. Okay. That is unhealthy. That is just carbohydrate.
I'm guilty.
Egg will give you some egg will give you some amount of fat and some amount of protein and lots of micronutrients.
Okay.
So having an egg a morning is very, very important to make sure you are strengthening your immunity, boosting.
What about egg and avocado?
Egg and avocado, very good. So the other nutrients in avocado will support the egg. In any way how you use it, we want to ensure that throughout the day, if you are not eating an egg at all, at least have one to support, especially when we want to say food is expensive and good food is very expensive. Having nutritious foods that are this cheap. I would say this cheap because if you're buying an egg outside, boiled egg is 5 cedis. And that is the high quality protein in egg makes that meal very cheap. Okay, so having it in the house for a child to take, for an adult to take, for an old woman to take, even for a grandmother who cannot chew, thank God the egg is soft enough for him or her to chew. So for the old folks who are 80s and above, who have lost all their tooth, at least they can enjoy this egg. You either boil or you scramble. And because egg is very rich in protein, this month we are creating awareness for breast cancer. To build your immunity to prevent breast cancer or any cancer, egg becomes important because it is good nutrients. You know, the foundation of the body is nutrients. So if you are eating well, it means that you are eating the natural sources of nutrients, not the artificial one. I always say here and everywhere that nature preserves nature. So the natural body can best be protected or preserved with natural nutrients. So having egg a day will always keep the doctor away and supports your immunity. When unfortunately you have acquired the disease already, you are supposed to be on high protein meal. From next week, we'll be talking about nutrition and cancer. Okay, so we'll throw more light on that. But for you who has breast cancer or any cancer, then having 2 eggs a day is very important. Okay, so you will not do one, you will do the 2.
Okay.
Unless unfortunately you have renal issue and the cancer. That is where you will remove the yolk, okay, from it. But if you have the cancer and you don't have renal issue, then you can enjoy your 2 eggs a day with your vegetables.
Right. Okay. And there's questions here for you. One says, which is healthier, boiled eggs or fried eggs?
Both are healthy.
Okay.
Healthier for a healthier you. So it is how you fry it. And unfortunately, frying eggs with corned beef, with sardines, with sausages, you have destroyed the eggs. So that is unhealthy egg. So our caption is healthy eggs. Okay?
Yeah.
So eggs can be made unhealthy. So that is the reason why people run away from the fried and go for the boiled, because the boiled, you are...
So the boiled, if we add the pepper?
If you add the pepper, yes. But please don't add Maggi cube to your pepper.
Okay. So just pepper...
And your salt, your normal salt, okay? Don't add any artificial spice to your pepper, okay? So that you don't destroy the goodness in the pepper, okay? So, and then eat it with vegetables. Vegetables are so essential for health, so eat it with vegetables. But if you are if you don't have time, and if you don't even have the appetite for vegetables, at least eat your egg. Eat it boiled, eat it fried, and it is very healthy.
Another one says, what about toasted bread and egg?
Okay.
Is it healthy?
Okay, so if you are toasting your bread and frying your egg without browning it, it is healthy. The quality of the oil for frying is preserved, and the nutrients in the eggs are also preserved. But when you fry it for it to brown and over brown, then you are destroying the nutrient. That's one we want to say it over and over again. And if you use too much oil to fry it, that also destroys the good quality. Then you have the high cholesterol, and you will say it is the egg. No, it is not the egg that gave you the cholesterol. It is how you fried it. In fact, current studies have shown that even the type of cholesterol in egg rather helps with the good cholesterol in the blood. That is the HDL.
Oh, okay.
You see, the bad cholesterol is LDL, the good one HDL. The egg rather imparts HDL to increase, and we all want the good one to increase.
So it all depends on how you make it.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
There's another one. Good morning. Hi. Thanks for this educative program. Please, there's this trend going on nowadays. Food vendors fry eggs after boiling. Is that healthy?
That is unhealthy.
Wow.
Okay. You see, when you cook food too much, and sometimes we even overcook the eggs to lose their color, and it becomes that's brown.
How long should we boil an egg?
Egg, maximum 5 minutes, it is ready.
Okay. Because some also like it when their yolk is runny or like...
Yes, yes. So when it is boiled and still have the runny, it's okay. I mean, you have the yolk cooked, but not too cooked.
Not too cooked. Okay.
I'm not saying when it settles like this, it is too cooked. This one is also not too cooked, but when you have this one, it's okay.
Okay.
When it is also runny,
it's okay.
It's okay. So far as the egg white is settled, okay. You didn't cook it too much, so it's okay. But not cooking it at all. We also have the poached egg. That's also okay. All right. So however you apply heat to the egg, it's acceptable.
Right.
But please do not overcook it for the egg white to become brown. That one, the micronutrients in it have been destroyed. The protein will be there, but the other micronutrients you need for immune boost.
Is there a nutritional difference between brown eggs and white eggs?
No.
No. Because I remember when we were younger, you get a white egg. Yeah, I have a white egg. I have a white egg. Okay, so there's no difference. They're just eggs.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And then some eggs have like 2 yolks inside.
Yeah.
So that one is classified as 1 egg, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so we can eat that and eat a
Yes,
second one.
yes.
Okay, there's no issue there.
Yes. Yes. And then sometimes also when we boil the eggs and add it to a meal and microwave it again, sometimes by the time you are done, especially when we cut it open, you realize that you lose the color and everything of the yolk.
So we shouldn't microwave eggs?
If you have cooked it already, some even cook their eggs in microwave, okay? That's one. If you have stove, please use your stove, okay? If you don't have any choice, okay? And you cover the bowl before putting it in the microwave, at least you protect it against some of the rays, so that's okay.
Okay. And any final words, any final tips, any final advice?
What we want to emphasize is that egg is not as bad as we have made it look. Egg is healthy for a healthier you. So egg is an important part of a meal in a day. So at least an egg a day is very, very important. Give it to the baby who is 6 months going that has started complementary foods. Give it to a toddler, give it to a teenager, give it to everybody. And when you have underlying condition, 1 egg a day is enough. If you don't, you can do your 2 eggs. And as much as possible, don't avoid fried egg. Fry it well with just a minimum amount of oil. Preferably an olive oil. And we will enjoy the goodness of health.
Thank you so much, Anna. And so you heard all the good juices about eggs. You can eat it, but it's just the way you prepare it that will make it healthy for you. We'll be right back with sports. Don't go away.
Habibi, my people, welcome to Dubai. My name is Sheikh Alkal bin Maktoum. Okay, so I am Caleb, right? Caleb Kuda is my name, and this is Beyond Borders on Channel One Television. We are in Dubai. So join me. Let us explore the allure, the beauty, and the reality of life and living it in Dubai through the eyes and the experiences of our compatriots.
Imagine 6 people, 10 people sharing a common room together.
If you're not to na complain there in the sense, why do I share one rooms now? It doesn't smell pleasant. Or haunting no complaints now be bring to the fair no tomb.
Dubai is one of the most organized, highly resourced, and well-endowed countries you would find.
You've been here for 7 months.
Yes.
Without a job.
Yeah.
How is it like?
So hard.
Tell me about it.
Struggling, renting and feeding is so hard.
Every frame per second of their lives in Dubai tells a story, and we've got it all captured right here on Beyond Borders, only on Channel One Television. So don't get told, don't miss out. Catch these compelling stories of Ghanaians in Dubai only on Beyond Borders on Channel One TV this and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I catch you.
Beyond Borders is sponsored by Copen Hospitality. This October, Northern Ghana takes center stage. Get ready for the Northern Business Fair 2025, the ultimate one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana in the Savannah, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West regions. From hand-woven smocks and intricate crafts to modern manufacturing, innovative packaging of made-in-Ghana products, and thriving homegrown businesses, it's a vibrant celebration of talent, innovation, and authenticity. Brought to you by Channel One TV and 97.3 CDFM, it's the biggest trade fair showcasing Ghanaian SMEs, startups, research bodies, and indigenous brands making waves across the nation. It's happening on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of October 2025 at the Tamale Sports Stadium. The time is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Want to exhibit? Call 0205-973-973 today and book your space. Don't just hear about it, see it, experience it, and live it. The Northern Business Fair, your market, your connections, your growth. The Northern Business Fair 2025 is powered by Channel One TV and 97.3 CDFM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hustle, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, and the Ghana Export Promotion Authority.
This week on the Upside Down Show, Frema Idunyame and Nana Tufo-Boateng welcome the Palestinian ambassador to Ghana, His Excellency Abdel Fattah Ahmed Khalil Al-Satari, for a heartfelt and insightful conversation. He takes us back to his childhood and opens up about the pain and resilience of his people back home.
My mother teach us to have high dignity. Don't ask anyone to help you. Don't ask anyone to give you something, you know. You should stand on your legs. Don't allow to anyone to broken you or broken your family.
How do you feel in the night when you think about your family back home?
Gaza, the people suffering too much. What's happening in Gaza now, something different. This is the first time in the history. There is no light in Gaza from the 7th of October to now. There is no light.
How many years now?
Close to 2 years.
Close to 2 years?
Yes,
wow.
There is no light.
Amid the challenges, he's still keeping hope alive, as he also reveals his favorite Ghanaian dish and much more.
What's your favorite Ghanaian food?
Fufu.
And what?
Only I eat the fufu.
Light
I
soup?
like it.
Which of the soups?
I eat the fufu only.
Make a date with us this Sunday on the Upside Down Show at 7 p.m. prompt, only on Channel One TV.
You're welcome back to Sunday Breakfast right here with me, Inu Safo. Joining me is Gabby Affair, We're talking Black Stars. We're talking again with Comoros, and we live to see. Comoros has beaten us before, so I'm a bit skeptical because the Black Stars, no, it can surprise you. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Yourself?
I'm very good.
You're looking good.
Thank you. So are you. I like your fit.
Oh,
I
thank
don't
you.
understand why you're wearing white sneakers to the stadium.
It's victory party.
It's a victory party.
Yeah,
hey.
So the white must rep. You understand?
I like that. I like that. Tell us about our game today. What are our chances, if any at all?
Yeah, so it's match day 10 of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers, the final game for every country. But we are finishing up today. There are some other countries who finish up Monday and Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so far it's match day 10. We just need 1 point from the game today to qualify. Essentially, we have 8-goal difference. Yes, a superior goal difference between us and Madagascar. And so what it means is that Madagascar would have to beat Mali by maybe 7-0, and then we go on to lose to Comoros by 1-0. Or you can either switch, maybe we lose by 2 goals. Essentially, they have to match up the 8-goal difference between Madagascar and Ghana to take the top spot and qualify. And I don't think that is happening. Another thing that I think would play into the hands of the team is that it's the third time we are facing Comoros. The first time we faced them was the 2021 AFCON when they beat us by 3-2. I remember that game very well. Andrea, you saw a red card in that game. We needed 3 maximum points to qualify. I mean, as part of the second best placed team to qualify to the round of 16, and we bottled it. Comoros have beaten us already again in the World Cup qualifiers, the same World Cup qualifiers in Moroni under former coach Chris Hughton. 1-0. So in terms of the stats, it favors them. But I think that under Utuado, like I've said on every show, he's yet to lose in the World Cup qualifiers. You get it. Okay. The only loss we've had at the World Cup qualifiers was against Chris Hughton and was against Comoros under Chris Hughton. Okay. So I think that it's more like avenging for the 2 losses against Comoros in the AFCON and also the World Cup qualifiers. And if you look at Ghana also at home, we've not lost in the World Cup qualifiers. The first time we played at the Accra Sports Stadium, we beat Chad by 5-0. We beat Mali at that same ground, the same ground by 1-0. So this will be more like our third home game when it comes to the last international breaks we've had in. That's March. The first one was in March and then October. So it's a good one. People will go to the stadium to go and watch the games.
What is that conversation that I'm seeing all over about them wanting to shelve or put aside the goalkeeper who has kept a clean slate for this long?
You mean Benjamin Asare?
Yes.
You see, I've listened to a lot of analysis regarding him, and I made this point on Sports Panorama. Asare this would be his 6th game with the Black Stars. He's kept 5 clean sheets. The only time he conceded was against Chad. And I hear people talking about the level of opponents we faced and that he's not been tested yet. That's fair. But I think that the goalkeeper or the team, they've dealt with what's been presented to them in terms of the opponents. I mean, is it Ghana who did the draw? No. It's CAF and FIFA who did it. And we were paired against Comoros. We were paired against Central African Republic. We were paired against Madagascar. We've gone on to beat all these teams and kept clean sheets. With who doing that? Benjamin Asare. You know, if you look at the Black Stars in the last, let me say from 2019 to now, the goalkeeping department is one sensitive area. You can't really chop and change like that. But with this team and under Chris Hughton and Coach Utuado, we've kept on changing our goalkeepers because we've not had a good goalkeeper in the last 6 years.
Right.
So 2019, we've had to deal with Razak Abolora. We've had to deal with Manaf Nuruddin. We've had to deal with Lawrence Atizigi. And all these people have not been able to command or take up that spot in terms of conceding goals. For Benjamin Asare's case, ever since he was handed his debut against Chad at the Accra Sports Stadium, he's gone on to, the team is not conceding like they used to be the goalkeepers who preceded him, his time, when they came in, even some of them who started the World Cup qualifiers, like Lawrence Atizigi like this, they were conceding goals. And so he's come in and he's kept on clean sheet. Now, if you want to look at the clean sheet conversation, it's not just the goalkeeper doing it. It's a collective effort of the defense and the goalkeeper. And what I'm picking is that the current defense we've used have good confidence in him. All right? Football, you would want to talk about luck, data and science.
Right.
If I'm to marry data and science, that's the data he's got with a clean sheet and the science. Yes, you can look at some aspects of his game that I think needs to be improved. That is why people who say that he's not yet been tested, you can agree with them. Because when he goes to the World Cup, some aspects of his game that he needs to improve would have to be improved before we face tough opponents. But like I said, he's hard to deal with the level of opponents. You can also raise questions about, okay, what about Jordan Ayew, who's had 14 goal involvement against this same opponent? Would you ask the same question about, okay, the level of opponents was not good? No, I think we shouldn't have that conversation. We should give credit to the entire team for scoring, also for keeping the clean sheet with Benjamin Asare in post.
Okay.
You can say that, okay, when we go to the World Cup, you expect him to do more than he's done. Because the World Cup, you're not going to face Comoros. Imagine they pair us against an
Brazil,
Argentina, a Bolivia, a Peru, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, any country that makes it to the World Cup is a top country.
Of course.
Because they've gone through the qualifiers. Then you expect the goalkeeper to then step up. And so far, he's not made any mistake.
Yeah,
I think you follow the Black Stars.
Yeah,
everybody has followed the Black Stars. Has he made any mistake? No.
No.
So if he goes to the World Cup and then he doesn't perform, then we can then have that argument and say that, oh, okay, I think it's not good enough. And you see, to finish up my points on Benjamin Asare, he's a late bloomer. We all agree. But I did my checks. Apparently, he's been on the Black Stars technical team for a very long time, since 2021. Before we submit like your 23 or 24-man squad to FIFA or CAF,
right,
there is this initial release of the squad, like a provisional squad.
Okay.
So you can do about 50-man squad. And in the pool of players the FA or the technical team have been dealing with from 2021 till now, he's been in there, just that he's not had his chance. And it takes me to the point I raised earlier that the technical team have had to deal with some goalkeepers like Lawrence Atizigi. They've gotten their chance. So this is now his chance, and I think he's proven it. He would prove it again when we take him to the World Cup. And I think that from what we've seen from Otuado and the technical team, I think he would be Ghana's #1 at the World Cup. Yeah.
Let's talk about our lineup. Do we know?
I think it's early days yet, but I expect...
Early days, we have a few hours to play.
Oh, the game is 7. you can... Okay, so if we want to read meanings into the last lineup we used, and I want to commend Otuado for that attacking lineup he put up against Central African Republic.
You think that's the
I think a
best way to
similar
go
one
against Comoros?
would happen. And I think that if you're able to get a job done as early as maybe... in the 35th minute or in the first half, then Otto will begin to yank off some players. Some players, some experience like Antoine Semenyo, Jordan Ayew, Thomas Partey. But I think these key players will start because you don't want to disappoint the fans.
Right.
And for Jordan Ayew like this, I saw this chart about the top 3 performers for their countries. He's topping is in that bracket with Lionel Messi for players who have contributed goals or assists for their countries at the World Cup qualifiers. So he will start. I think you go with Semenyo again. We would have Kudus playing as a 10, so behind Jordan Ayew, and then Fatai Issahaku, who will be playing on the right, cutting into his favorite. These are players who have been informed. We'll see Sibo with Thomas Partey in the midfield. I think you go with Gideon Mensah again at left back. You go with Jiku and Salisu as the centre back. Right back will be Caleb Irinchi, the man in your shot, and then goalkeeper will be Benjamin Asare. I think you start with this starting 11. The fans will be there to see what players like Antoine Semenyo, Jordan Ayew, Fatai Issahaku, and maybe Partey will do, because these players have been very good at club level, and they'll be hoping that they can replicate that form at club level to that game against Comoros. It's at the Accra Sports Stadium. I don't think that the pressure will get to them. I think they'll be relaxed to get a job done against Comoros later tonight.
What are your thoughts on Otto Addo's, calls for his dismissal?
I disagree.
You disagree?
Nope.
Even after, you think he should take us to the World Cup?
Yes, he should take us to the World Cup. Let me tell you something. Otto signed a 3-year contract with us, all right? So that's 2024. The contract will expire in 2027. 2024 to 2027, I'm looking at the tournament Ghana would partake in. So you look at the AFCON, which we have messed out. He went to the entire AFCON qualification series without a win.
Right.
Okay, that is done. The World Cup qualification series is on the verge of qualifying Ghana for a second World Cup. He will be the first coach, local or expatriate, to take Ghana to back-to-back World Cups. In 2027, there is an AFCON again in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. He would go through another qualification series. Then after the AFCON, his contract with the Black Stars ends. And depending on what he would do at the World Cup, and then the AFCON, the next AFCON in 2027, then a GFA can look at him and begin to mark the KPIs and say, okay, we don't think you are good enough. We should let you go. You get a point I've made. He's already failed.
Give him the chance.
Yes, he's already failed
with
at the
AFCON.
Yeah. And you know why I say we should give him the chance? When he failed at the AFCON, the GFA went ahead to beef up the tech team. They brought in an expatriate, a 62-year-old in Wilfred Schaefer, who is now a technical advisor. They brought in Desmond Ofer, who is Ghana's under-20 team head coach. He's no more with the team, to assist. Because I think Desmond has got great in-depth knowledge about football. Yes.
But is
so these were the
taking
changes.
The advice of all of these people? Because sometimes you question his decisions.
Yes, and it's true, because I've seen Otto snub Desmond Ofer on the touchline. You see, sometimes from where you sit and from the body language, from what you are seeing from Otto, you can actually read your own meanings to it. But I actually don't know what kind of pep talk they do before games. But you can actually tell that something has changed from the AFCON qualification series to the World Cup qualification series. And you must commend the GFA for acting swiftly. And they know, the GFA know that Otto is not a top coach.
Okay.
I am not saying that because he's not good enough, let's take him. I think that he's still learning. All right? So, for the benefit of hindsight, and if you want to connect it to the
Black
Qatar...
Stars, no, they're guinea pigs.
If you want to look at what he did at the Qatar World Cup.
Right.
I mean, when he went to the Qatar World Cup, how many teams did he face? He faced 3 teams.
Yeah.
Portugal, we lost. We beat South Korea by 3-2. We went on to lose to Uruguay. Now, what he has done at the World Cup, I'm expecting that he goes to the World Cup in 2026. He does way more better. This is an expanded tournament. There is an opportunity for teams who finish second in their or third in their group to qualify again.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
So Ghana has a huge chance of actually making it out of the group stage again. And that will be history. Because the last time we reached...
World Cup?
Yes.
Do you think we can reach the semis again?
No, we can't reach the semis.
Oh.
My target would be the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals.
Yes, I think we can.
So
replicate.
If we get to semifinals, it'll be...
That's a huge achievement.
Something.
For us. And you see, if I look at the potential of this team, I think Otto has not taken advantage of them very well.
Yeah, I agree.
There is a lot of attacking talent in there. And that's why I say that now the help that the GFA have given Otto, let's see what Schaefer and Desmond Ofer will do. I don't know if you've seen this. People are commending the Black Stars to be very good when it comes to set pieces. They've actually tagged them as the Arsenal in the African continent because they brought in a video analyst and Gregory de Groy to come and bring that, elevate that aspect of the Black Stars. And it's shown in the World Cup qualifiers. You can go and look at our games again in all the World Cup qualifiers and see, we have about 22 goals. No, we have about 18 goals. I think about 10 of those goals have come from set pieces. Even against Central African Republic, we scored 2. Against Madagascar, there was 1 corner. Against Chad at the Accra Sports, and I remember 2 goals from set pieces. So you can actually tell something has changed, right, in terms of coaching.
Right.
Okay? So that's why you find Otto who come and sit at a press conference and say that he doesn't listen to his critics. As for the critics, he can't shut them. Do your job on the pitch and let what you've done on the pitch talk for you.
Speak for you.
Don't come to the press conference and come and tell me that, okay, You've worked with likes of Jurgen Klopp, Edin Terzic, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not really a big fan of his body language at press conferences. I've been to 2 or 3 press conferences of him. It's as if he's just waiting. Okay, so the media is here to attack me. Anything you say...
If you have that mindset, it won't help you.
Yeah, so, look, let's not sack him. He should take us to the World Cup. After the World Cup, then...
open?
And
oh,
you can... I'm sure by this time people are already there. But you can go there as early as, I'm sure people will troop in after church.
Okay.
So maybe from 12 going to like 7. You want to go early because security this time is...
It's tight.
It's tight. If you go and misbehave...
We don't want people scaling walls.
Yeah, if you go and misbehave, they'll arrest you. I'm telling you this. Don't go. If you want to go to work tomorrow, just go and watch the game and then come back home safely.
Okay, Gabby, thank you so much. Yeah. We wish the Black Stars all the luck, you know, and hopefully... we make it through. But some quick messages before we go. To my amazing daughter, Portia Racey Annan, who attends Empire State School at Red Top. Happy birthday. May your day overflow with love, laughter, and all your favorite things. I'm immensely proud to watch the smart, beautiful young lady you are growing into. Keep that style quality shining. My love for you is boundless. From your dad, PK, of Channel 1 TV. Other messages. Good morning, City family. Special birthday shout out. A glorious happy birthday to Prophet Julius Ajavon. We celebrate a true servant of God, a vessel of grace, wisdom, and divine inspiration. May the Lord continue to elevate you, anoint you afresh, and bless you with long life, good health, and overflowing joy. Your impact and prophetic voice continue to touch lives and uplift many. Enjoy your special day, prophets, with love and honor from all who cherish and celebrate you, from Senor Jerry Afeku. And those are the messages. Well, that's our show for you. Thank you so much for watching Sunday Breakfast. We come your way next weekend, but stick and stay with Channel 1 TV. I'm Enu Safo. Enjoy your day.